In this lecture, we will learn about image moments and run length encoding. Image moments are very useful to describe objects after segmentation. Important properties of an image like its area, its centroid, moment of inertia, etc. can be obtained using image moments. The formula to calculate image moment is summation of mx to the power of k multiplied by my to this power of j, where mx and my represent moments corresponding to x and y axis respectively. The exponents k and j represent the order of moment. For example, if we set both k and j equal to 0, then we get 0th order moment m00. If we set k is equal to 1 and j is equal to 0, or k is equal to 0 and j is equal to 1, then we get moments m10 and m01 are the first order moments. Similarly, m11, m20 and m02 are second order moments. Now let us consider an image having resolution 8 by 10. The moment corresponding to x-axis is the product of intensity of a pixel and its distance from the origin along x-axis. For example, consider a pixel at cell 35. Its distance from the origin along x-axis is 3 and intensity is 1. Hence, the moment is 3 into 1, that is 3. The matrix Mx is thus prepared by calculating the moments corresponding to x-axis for all pixels. In similar way, for the cell 3, 5, the distance from the origin along y-axis is 5 and intensity is 1. Hence, the moment is 5 into 1, that is 5. The matrix My is thus prepared by evaluating the moments corresponding to a y-axis for all pixels. Since initially we have to obtain the 0th order moment, that is m00, we set both k and j equal to 0. The matrix M is then obtained by taking the product of moment value of non-zero pixel of matrix Mx raised to the power of 0 and the moment value of corresponding pixel of matrix My raised to the power 0. This is shown in this particular formula. So here the value of k and value of j should be 0. So thus k is 0. So we set j is also equal to 0 to get the 0th order moment. Matrix M is updated in order to give this value of M00, which is 32. So basically the 0th order moment represents the area of the image. Hence the area of the image is 32. Now to find out the first order moment M10, let us set k is equal to 1 and j is equal to 0. So in the same formula for matrix M, we set here k is equal to 1 and j is equal to 0. And the matrix 1 is updated. The sum of all elements of matrix M gives you the value of M10, and which is 136 in this particular case. Similarly, to obtain this value of M01, another first order moment, we set M is equal to k is equal to 0 and j is equal to 1. The matrix M is updated to give us the value of M01, which is 159. Once we get values of the first order moments M10 and M01, we can then compute the centroid. The x coordinate of the centroid is obtained as M10 upon M00. In this case, M10 is 136 and M00 is 32. Thus, the x coordinate of centroid is 4.25. Similarly, y coordinate of centroid is M01 upon M00. M01 is 159, M00 is 32, and therefore the y coordinate of the centroid is 4.96. Thus, the centroid is at 4.25, 4.97. Once the centroid is obtained, the central moments mu can then be obtained. These are the moments with respect to the centroid. The formula to compute the central moment is summation of mxc to the power of k multiplied by myc to the power of j, where mxc and myc represent the moment with respect to centroid and corresponding to x and y axis respectively. Now we will find out the second order central moments mu02 and mu20, because this second order moments mu02 represent moment of inertia corresponding to x-axis and mu20 represent the moment of inertia corresponding to y-axis. Already we have prepared this matrix mx and my. Now we will prepare this matrix mxc. The matrix mxc is obtained by subtracting the value of xc in this particular case 4.25 from all non-zero cells of matrix mx, and the matrix myc is prepared by subtracting value of yc, which is 4.97 in this case, from all non-zero cells of matrix my. Then we set k is equal to 0 and j is equal to 2 to evaluate the matrix mu. The matrix mu is obtained by taking this product of mxc, elements of mxc, matrix mxc to the power of 0 and the elements of myc to the power of 2. So as given in this particular formula. So here we set k is equal to 0 and j is equal to 2. So as to obtain mu02, and the sum of all the elements of this particular matrix mu gives you the value of mu02, and which is 265. Similarly, to obtain this moment mu20, we set k is equal to 2 and j is equal to 0. So we will modify the formula. So k is equal to 2 and j is equal to 0. And we can see this value of m20 is 110. So thus we can obtain this value of mu02, which represents the moment of inertia corresponding to x-axis, and mu20, which represents the moment of inertia corresponding to y-axis. So in this way, the image moments can be used to determine the area, centroid, and the moment of inertia of an image. Now we will discuss about a method of image compression known as run length encoding. Since high resolution images contain many pixels, they require considerable amount of storage space and hence take long time to transmit over communication channel. A technique of compression of binary image based on encoding is called run length encoding. So what is run length? Run is the sequence of adjacent pixels that all have same value, either 0 or 1, and length is number of pixels in a sequence. For this given image, the first run is shown in green color, has a bit value 1, and if we count the number of ones in the first run is 12. Hence, the length of the first run is 12. The second run is shown in the blue color, has bit value 0, and if we count the number of zeros in second run, then it is 18. Hence, the length of second run is 18. Similarly, the length of other runs are given in this particular table. In run length encoding, we convert the decimal value of length into its equivalent binary number. Now, to represent the decimal number 12 into equivalent binary number, as we know, minimum string length required is 4. Similarly, For length 18 of run 2, the minimum string length required is 5. Thus, the maximum string length required to represent any length into equivalent binary form is 5. Thus, for every run, we need total 6 bits, 5 bits to represent the length of each run and 1 bit to represent its bit value. Since the resolution of the image is 8 by 8, we need to store 64 bits. Hence, the storage capacity is of 64 bits. However, after implementation of run length encoding, the total storage space required is only 6 into 5. 6 bits are required for each run and there are 5 runs. So total storage space required is only 30. Hence, the compression ratio is 30 upon 64, that is 1:2.30. It means the image is compressed more than half. So this is how the run length encoding method is used for image compression. After learning these methods, now you can attempt to solve these problems. The first problem is related to image moments, and we have to determine the area, centroid, and the moment of inertia of the given image. The second problem, you have to determine the compression ratio for the given image using run length encoding. You can refer these books for further reading. Thank you.